So, what's going on, great people? Coach Terrell here. There's been a debate between young guys and older guys on whether or not the step through was actually a legal move or not in the 80s and 90s. We see people like Anthony Edwards using it as a part of his arsenal today. And there's always these examples like this rule always existed. And I think what most people are referencing is the NBA rulebook section 13, where it says a player must pass or shoot before their pivot foot returns to the floor if they lift it, right? Here's what I'm going to show you. In reference to the master of the step through or the up and under, we'll take a look at Kevin McHale. What you'll see here is Kevin McHale, even Michael Jordan, if you decide to look at some Michael Jordan clips, you'll never see Kevin McHale lift that back foot. Now, for me, as somebody who played basketball in the late 80s, played college basketball in the mid 90s, trust me when I tell you this, we were told never to lift this back pivot foot, and that if you lifted that back pivot foot on a step through or up and under, that it was a travel. So I watched 8, 10, 12 minutes straight of Kevin McHale up and under moves, and what you'll see here is he'll never lift that pivot foot. Take a look at this. He steps through. That back pivot foot always stays on the floor. Somebody actually debated me on Kevin McHale, and they brought his name up and said, if you look at Kevin McHale, he always lifts the back pivot foot. To the contrary, you'll see that he never lifts it. Now, of course, these highlights are a little blurry, but point still remains. 8, 9, 10 plays, you'll see up and under on the Hawks right here. You'll never see that back foot come up. In my time in the 80s, 90s, it was definitely called a travel. Now, what tends to happen is the interpretation of the rule changes. The rules are expanded a little bit. So even though the rule may have stayed the same, the rule was interpreted differently.